So before we officially wrap up, we would like to have feedback from the faculty as well as from the hands-on, and if there's any observer candidate here. So how did you find the course? And I know you people have given us the written feedback forms, but we would like to know how you overall feel about the course, and what would you suggest that we change in the next course?
नहीं मेरे लिए तो ये हेल्पफुल रहा था. मैं पहले ऑब्जर्वर के तौर पे आ चुका था. बिफोर डूइंग दैट ऑब्जर्वरशिप आई थॉट कि मैं कभी भी ये शायद नहीं सीख सकता. तो ऑब्जर्वरशिप के बाद मुझे लगा कि सीख सकूँगा. एंड देन हॉस्पिटल में फैसिलिटी अवेलेबल हुई. बट आई हैव लर्नड अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स, स्पेशली द मैनुअल्स, जिसके लिए मुझे ज्वाइन करना था. एंड आई हैव दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी के टीचर अवेलेबल है, सो आई कैन लर्न इट कंटिन्यूसली इंशाल्लाह. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Dr. Shafkat and Dr. Kamran, okay.
First of all, I'm really thankful for giving me the opportunity to be a hands-on candidate. I think Surgical 4 is playing a crucial role in developing advanced gastroenterology in Pakistan, and it's really appreciable. And as far as this EUS course is concerned, I think it was very useful for me, because way back in 2014 I had just done a few under supervision, but because the Japanese are not very good at English, so communication always remained a problem over there. And being here with Dr. Khalid Hassan and Professor Saad Niyaz Saab, it is really fascinating, and it helped me a lot understanding the anatomy and maneuvering the scope, and learning the basic concepts about the different structures in the esophagus, in the stomach, in the duodenum. So I think it helped me too much. And given an opportunity, I would like to join again as a hands-on.
Well, we have a policy not to let anyone be
that's
hands-on
you,
for the second time.
It is just a wish.
Yeah, that we should.
It's a wish. It's up to you people. And as far as the improvements, what I suggest that we can, if possible, decrease the number of candidates hands-on to 4, and if we can improve the stations to 3, and we give more hands-on, like at least 10 cases, because after doing these 4 cases, now we are able to maneuver and to understand the anatomy. Probably doing a few more cases will make us more confident about the different things. So this is what I suggest, that if possible, we increase the number of cases to 10, we decrease the number of candidates to 4 hands-on, and we increase the station to 3. That is also sort of a wish.
Well, we will have a feasibility issue, increasing the number to 10.
If that is possible next
10.
year, yes. So I'm really thankful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Abdullah.
Well, excellent course with excellent teachers. That's all I can say. I mean, there's no, all these strengths are there, no weaknesses I can find.
Okay. Thank you.
I would like to give a special thanks to Dr. Saad for selecting me for this hands-on course.
Dr. Saad, just to clarify.
No. It was no.
And I'm very thankful to her too that I'm sitting here.
Actually, I had already done quite a few cases, like 20, 30, and I think this was the very ideal time for me to get some hand-on experience under the teacher like Dr. Khalid and Dr. Saad Niyaz and Yasab. I think the best thing about this course was very good one-to-one interaction with the supervisor, and the fine-tuning and the fine movements that are required, the minimal movements like millimeter to millimeter movements that are required in EUS, that was very helpful, the one-to-one interaction.
Okay. Dr. Ghulamabad.
First of all,
So that's the observer's perspective now,
yes,
okay?
Alhamdulillah, it's my 3rd course in this unit. I'm feeling very, it's a very blessing for me. इससे पहले 2 कोर्स जो मैंने किए थे वो हैंड्स ऑन क्लोनोस्कोपी इन 2017, Feb 2018 hands on ERCP,
ERCP, yeah.
and I'm very lucky to I'm in this course with third course. इस कोर्स की जो ख़ास बात है वो पहले कोर्स सिर्फ अटेंड किए थे, इस कोर्स को मैंने ऑर्गेनाइज होते हुए देखा 2 days before the what's going on behind the camera or the behind the course. There is really very hard work, whole team who is sitting in these chairs. उन सब लोगों की मेहनत और
That's true.
फैकल्टी की आई एम वेरी इम्प्रेसिव और बहुत ज़्यादा मैं तो हैरान हुआ कि इतना ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है इस कोर्स को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए. और जैसे कि डॉक्टर कामरान कह रहे थे इतने केस, मैं कहता हूँ इतने केस कराना भी एक बहुत बड़ी बात है.
Yeah, exactly.
मैटर ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट, मैटर
Yeah.
ऑफ केसेस, उनको प्रॉपर ऑर्गेनाइज करना, स्कोप हर चीज़ को. Very thankful to you.
Thank you for bringing this up. This was one thing that we were going to. Now the faculty, Dr. Khalid first.
चल मैं अच्छी बातें कर लेता हूँ. Good cop, bad cop. No, one thing is like what I say, especially for the observers. The way I did the fellowship is one thing is I did a whole year for EUS and whole year for ERCP. Not many people do that in United States. Only 4 or 5 people do like that. Majority it is 1 year combined. And I usually tell them that I wasn't good enough, so they wouldn't let me go until they teach me for another year. But when I did the EUS fellowship, there were 2 fellows. Okay, so one would do the case, other would observe. Okay, so those who are observers really, during observation, especially when you know what you did wrong before, and then you observe what needs to be done, during observership you learn as much as you did by hands, and actually more, because the person who has a scope in his hand and somebody standing behind him and telling him that everything he's doing is wrong, his brain shuts down, really, and sometimes. And so he's just following the commands, not really registering. The person who is registering those commands is the observer. Okay, so because he knows what he's doing wrong, the person who is performing the procedure, what he's doing wrong and what instructions are being given to him, because he's under no pressure. So don't feel bad, especially in EUS, or for that matter, any endoscopy procedure, especially invasive endoscopy procedures, observership is as important as hands-on. So I think this is the best way really to do. And sometimes I would encourage you guys, I don't know if you allow that or not, those who did a hands-on, come for observership. And that could be anywhere, especially after hands-on, observership even works better. Because now you know what is being done and what is being told. And so observership works both ways, first before, then hands-on, and then observership. That's how it should be. And observership, you don't just, you can go at any center, a high volume center. That could be in here, could be outside, in another country. So just find the opportunity, especially when you start doing it and you are doing it, find the opportunity, spend few weeks somewhere else. If you want to come to our unit, I'm happy to help you with that. So that's one important thing. And second thing is, there's a lot, I'm glad you brought that up. Arranging a course like this, especially hands-on, it takes a lot of people. And you have no idea, especially how much techs have to work, anesthesia team, the residents, and especially thanks to them person like me just comes, everything is ready, and do the case, and I don't even have to do a report somebody else is doing. So it takes really a lot of hard work. We do those courses. I do that. I arrange those courses. In those courses, majority of the time, I don't even have a time to do the cases myself because we're arranging everything behind the scenes. And that is a lot of hard work. And I'm especially thankful to techs and nurses, anesthesia, and obviously Shariar, Professor Sajda. So sometimes I think it's easier for the person who is coming to learn and just say that I want to have more hands-on training, but it really is not possible. And so I think you can probably elaborate more on that. And other thing is, for personally, for myself, it's very satisfying. I hope I can what you say is like you have to pass it on. So whatever I learn, and I try to pass it on, and that's feels somewhat rewarding, and that's the least I can do. So thank you so much for providing me that opportunity.
Thank you for being here, Dr. Khalid.
Dr. Saad and Sajda, and especially thanks to Shariar for providing me the internet service.
Which was quite interrupted this time.
Not changing the code in last 2 days. I really appreciate that. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Khalid. Now I would request our endoscopy manager, Wasim, to say a few words and tell us how his experience was this time, and what hard work he had to put in before this workshop. And he would be representing all the techs actually. माइक ऑन कर लो.
थैंक यू फॉर दैट कि आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा अप्रिशिएट किया इस कोर्स को. इस कोर्स को पूरा ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए ना सिर्फ मेरी मेहनत, पूरी टीम की मेहनत शामिल होती है, जिसकी वजह से सक्सेसफुल की तरफ जाता है डेफिनेटली.
Thank you. Now, okay, a big round of applause for the technical staff of Surgical 4 Civil Hospital, as well as the staff of Surgical 4 and our volunteer doctors, please. Now I would request Dr. Saad to give the concluding remarks.
Well, my job is just to thank everybody. First of all, thank you, Khalid. This was a billion tree जो project था government का, उस तरह हमारा एक single tree project था. And we started that a few years ago, and alhamdulillah, at that time I didn't think we would be having an EUS. I had this, vision, but I didn't think that we would be having this course, and this is the third course, alhamdulillah, so that's been really good. Thanks to Khalid, because without him, I think, at least in our province, if not in the country, he has been a big support. And EUS, whenever EUS should be mentioned in Pakistan, Khalid's name should be mentioned, and he deserves it, so thank you. We sadly missed Mustafa, and I always tell everybody, don't ignore whatever your mom says. There must be a good reason, and his mom actually especially told him not to come. So I appreciate, we have no issues, but we did miss him, and I've already messaged him. Thank you, Riyas. He's not here. He's always been a big support to our EUS courses. Thanks Getz Pharma for supporting us, for financially supporting this course. AEG for providing along with Olympus, providing the model, the extra scopes, etc. that we had. I'm sure that model was good, very useful. Everybody gave me a good feedback about it, in which we will obviously go back and tell them. So AEG actually supports this and gives us all the all the support that we need, and including some financial support for our international faculty. I need to thank Olympus, Pakistan. Their staff was here, their people were here, but I can't see them here. They were very supportive, remained here for 3 days. I'm also thankful to Boston. I hope all the accessories we use will be provided by them and we won't be charged. I'm hoping. Yes, he says yes. He's in trouble.
He's in trouble, definitely.
So that is why we were using so many FNBs and FNAs, and yeah. Okay. And then I have to thank anesthesia department here. I have to thank our nurses, everybody who works in surgical floor really puts in a lot of effort. बहुत मेहनत होती है इसमें, जैसे डॉक्टर साहब ने कहा, बहुत सारी जिसका शायद मुझे भी इल्म नहीं है, लेकिन overall getting everything together by the techs, the doctors who really worked very hard, good selection of cases, organizing, admitting, making sure anesthetic assessment is done is a lot of hard work, sir. And to be honest, to do 22 cases, 21, 22, I don't know, 22, 23 cases in 3 days along with all the other things that happens is very difficult, especially we're not as big as a unit as other bigger units are. So thank you, Dr. Sundas, or दूसरी डॉक्टर साहब का नाम है Dr. Aman and Dr. Sundas. उसके बाद I need to thank my two very special colleagues, Professor Sajda Qureshi and Professor Shahryar, and they are the backbone of the unit. They have taken it now. I am a Stepney now. They are the main wheels. So thank you, my colleagues, and everybody else who I might have forgotten. Dr. Shanil Kadir came especially to help us as well, especially as Ghayas had to leave yesterday. Any shortcomings for the course, I apologize, because end of the day it is मेरी mistake होगी अगर कोई shortcoming है. जो भी अच्छा हुआ है उसमें दो लोगों का credit है, एक जिन्होंने organize किया और एक जो faculty बाहर से आई. So with that, I think I want to call this over and finish this off. I don't think I've forgotten anybody to thank. I usually do.
Technical stuff we did.
No, we have thanked everybody, and if we've forgotten anybody, our media team, they did a good job. I think the transmission was good, the communication was good, the sound system, everything was very good. So thank you. They have become part of our team now, regular team. Okay, so thank you everybody. Apart from food, we will take criticism about everything else.
Really? Thank you. All right. So may I now request Dr. Khalid and Dr. Saad to please come here for the certificate distribution. So we will start with, do we have our anesthesia colleagues here? No, we don't.
No, they left.
They left. Okay. So we'll start with the volunteers. Dr. Sundas. So Dr. Aman is not here. She had to rush to the ICU actually. So we'll start again with our technical staff, Muhammad Wasim. कमज़ोर हो गया सर फिक्र न करें साथ में बैरियाट्रिक वार्ड है
वो मेरा पहला केस होगा
अकरम रहमत Eric James. Ahad Ansari. Reema Parvez.
मेरा ख्याल है रीमा का खाना वसीम खाता है।
Tahira.
This was the 23rd course.
23rd. Overall, yeah.
23rd hands-on.
Arifa Ilyas.
So there was a course of you started with the colonials
But yeah, everybody is.
Zubair Ahmed.
इनका भी खाना है। वसीम तो आधे यूनिट का खाना है।
फिर मैं नहीं खाया।
Adil Ali.
साजदा को वाकई में कुछ करना पड़ेगा।
Adil Ali. Oh, Adil is not here. Muhammad Umar. Ji, we do both actually. We do laparoscopic as well as robotic. So that's not a problem.
खाओ।
This is Rainier Auntie.
Muhammad Baksh. It's not here. Staff Shanaz.
बड़ी मिसिंग हुई कल रात को भी।
Zubair Ali.
या अल्लाह कितनों का खाना खाता है।
Muhammad Amir. Amir is not here. Sagir Ahmad. Habib Baloch. Zakir Ali. Muhammad Zubair.
कम से कम इस कोर्स में इसको खातून नहीं बनना पड़ा।
कोलन में वो भी अंग्रेज खातून। मुबशिर।
आप लोगों में से जिन्होंने कोलन का कोर्स अटेंड किया है, किसी ने या जो है तो पॉल के साथ जो है ना इन लोगों की बड़ी
मोहम्मद एंथनी। इसने नाम चेंज किया अपना। एंथनी ओके। एंड
अपना तो खुद ले लेता हूँ।
तुझे तो मैं खड़ा बाबूलाल। सर जितना ये ऊंचा ऊपर है ना जमीन के उतना नीचे भी है ये।
गलत, जितना ही ऊपर उसका 4 गुना
नीचे। ओह सॉरी, माय बैड। दैट्स राइट। One day he's going to give me a heart attack, let me tell you that. That's for sure. Okay. So with that, thank you very much for attending and hope
हम लोग अपनी ग्रुप फोटो करा लेंगे अपने
Yeah.
फ्रेंड्स के साथ, और जो लोग भी फाइनल जो यहाँ पे हैं, बाकी बहुत सारे नहीं हैं तो नहीं है, but
so
definitely आप-
first we'll like to have the hands-on and the observers.
हमारा हो चुका है।
नहीं, एक तो वो volunteers के साथ हुआ था ना, खाली इनके साथ नहीं हुआ आप लोगों का।
Hands on, अब बाकी तो चलेंगे, सिर्फ 2-3 रह गए, 3 उसमें तो कम रह गए। 4 है, चलो।
चेयर्स रख दोगे बच्चों?
अच्छा
पहले कैंडिडेट्स के साथ करा दें, फिर स्टाफ के साथ एंड देन